Hello and welcome. In this video I am going to show how to sharpen the eyes and give more details to the eyes. When it comes to a photo of a person, the first thing that's going to be focused or the people are going to see is the subject's eyes. So the eyes must be sharp and should have details. So whenever you have missed some details or you have missed some focus, you can later on create that detail and sharpness in Photoshop. So in this video you will go something from this where our subject's eyes is not so sharp and does not have much details. So we are going to give it a details, the first steps. So I'm going to show you step by step. So if you can see that we have a little bit sharpened the image, the eye, you can see the detail popping up a little bit. And the next one is we are going to create the details in the eye. So this part of the eye iris, we have created the details. So there's going to be total 2 steps of sharpening and detailing. The first step is sharpening the eye. So you can find the sharpen option or the tools from just going to the filters and find the sharpen, and there are lots of options that you can sharpen the subject's eyes, but we are not going to use something from here. We have a different option that we can use it to sharpen the eyes. So I'm going to have the duplicate of my layer, Control J, and with that selected I'm going to filter, go to other, and then click on the high pass. So this is the high pass. So this the radius depends on the quality of your image. So for this image, for particular image, I'm going to select around 18 pixels. That's okay, and hit OK. And then on the layer selected, I will go to the linear light or vivid light. As you can see, it's already applying the sharpness on the image, but it has applied all over the image. The sharpness has been applied all over the image, so it does not look as good as it should be. So what I'm going to do, to hold the Alt key and click on the mask option, it's going to hide everything that we had applied. So what I'm going to do is to select the brush tool, select a white color for the foreground, and resize the brush. With the 10% opacity, select the mask option and brush it. Slowly you can see that we are bringing up the details. So we are not going to brush a lot. So we will smoothly and slowly brush it until we bring some details, and you can see the details or the sharpen in the eyes. Whenever you think you have overdone it, you can also lower the opacity from here. So I'm not going to lower the opacity, but because it's okay for me. And the next step is detailing the eyes. So what I'm going to do is to select a curves layer, and here I have the curves layer. I will brighten up the image. Yeah, you can see, but don't worry about the amount of lightening the image, because later on you can change. It is fully customizable. And so I will select something like this and close it. You can see our image has been brightened. So we're just going to focus on the eye. We have the mask here, and I'm going to click and I'm going to hit Command or Control I to reverse the mask and everything's hide. So again I'm going to select the brush tool and with the white color in the foreground. So I have reversed the mask, and I'm going to select my brush tool and with the white color in the foreground, and this time I'll select the 100% opacity and the 10% flow. So and the brush size will be small. The smaller the size of the brush, the more the details you will have. So start brushing along the radius of the eye. You can see that we are applying on the brush on the eye. Okay, so with that selected, I'm going to have 100% opacity and the 10% flow, and the brush size will be small. I will keep it small because the smaller the brush size, the more the details. So I'm going to have something around this much, and I will start brushing along the eye radius, and I will just be brushing on the iris of the eye because all the details are on the iris. So you might not see what I'm doing because it's happening slowly and gradually, and I will show you on the mask. So I'm going to hold the Alt key and click on the mask so we can see the actual mask, that what's happening on the mask. So as you can see, I have applied the brush something like this, and these brushes are creating the details on the eyes. So if I hide the layer and again hit the eye button, you will see that we have been creating details in the eyes. So again, and I will select a new curves layer. This time I will darken the image, something like this, and again hit the Control I to reverse the mask, and with the brush tool selected with the white color and the same 100% opacity and 10% flow. This time I'm going to be brushing on the darker sides of the iris because I want to create more details by darkening the dark parts and lightening the white parts. So this way we will be creating the details by popping the whites against the darks and darks against the whites, and I will come back to my first layer, that is the white one. So I will just rename it whiten, and this one darken so that we don't miss it. I'm going to select the whiten, and again I'm going to brush on the bright sides or the white sides of the iris. Yeah, and I think this is enough. Okay, I think this is enough, and I'm going to select the both layer and hit Command or Control G just to make it in one group, and I will hide it and just show it so you can see the details we have created. The first one we applied was the sharpening, and this one is the detail. So there's one thing more that we can make it more to have more detail in the eye, is the catch light. You can see this the white spot, the white color on in the pupil of the eye. So I'm just going to select a new layer. Okay, just by Control Shift N, I have the option. I'm going to select it, just name it catch light. Okay, and this time I'm going to have the brush tool and the white color in the foreground, 100% flow, 100% opacity. I'm going to brush on the parts of the eyes that have the catch light. So these two parts are the parts that have more catch lights on the eye. So I have selected it, and I'm going to lower the opacity a bit, something like this. Yeah, you can see if I say, I think it's a bit high, and I'm going to lower the opacity again. Yeah, and this is what we have now. You can see the catch light in the eye. And again, whenever you feel that you have overdone it, you can just select the layers individually or the whole group and lower the opacity, something like this. And also the sharpen option, you can just lower the opacity here. So this is the first image. So this is the first image that we had, something like this, and this is what we have now by sharpening the eyes and giving it details. So hope you like it. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and comment your views, and make sure to subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching.